Oh, hey there. No, I'm just playing with y'all. How y'all been? How y'all been? What's going on, family? What's going on, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Telegram? It's your brother, the voice of Judah, and I'm back again today. And as those who are celebrating know, we're celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right? So during this Feast of Unleavened Bread, obviously we're commemorating how Moses delivered us, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt, and how not only is this a day of deliverance from our first slavery, our first captivity in the land of Egypt, but it also gives us hope for deliverance out of the current condition of oppression that we face in this country, America. So we thank the Lord for that. We thank Christ for that. And we keep God's commandments as spoken in Leviticus 23 and also Exodus 12, where it mentions the celebration of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right. So happy feast to everybody that's celebrating. I hope everybody's enjoying it around the world. Who all is watching this? I know I'm enjoying it to the best of my ability. I ain't gonna complain about nothing. We already know what that complaining leads to. No, it don't lead to nothing good. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna be reacting to a past video that I made on the Feast of Passover. So basically, it was a poem that I wrote called Egyptian Privilege. Well, I hope everybody's in good health. Everybody's in good spirits, enjoying themselves, and not finding any conflict during this feast week. Because trying to stay from 11 is it can be very challenging. All right, let's start from the beginning. So Egyptian privilege, right? Now, why did I title this poem Egyptian Privilege? I titled it that because I was kind of like a play on words because it's obviously originates from the term white privilege. Because obviously in this country, as so-called Black people, we see all the time how Caucasians are placed in better positions than us. They have better treatment towards them than we do. So we obviously see white privilege. You talk about that as Black people, white privilege, right? When we think about this was not our first time being enslaved. We were actually enslaved first in ancient Egypt, right? As the Israelites. And we examine that. That means back then there were times we would have said they have Egyptian privilege. You know what I'm saying? We see that we can't sit with them, we can't sit in their restaurants. It's an abomination to sit with the Egyptians. What? Who is they supposed to be?
Untumbe, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing, Renato?
Genesis 43 verse 32. And they set on for him by himself, and for them by themselves, and for the Egyptians which did eat with him by themselves, because the Egyptians might not eat bread with the Hebrews, for that is an abomination unto the Egyptians.
How are you?
Very good.
How's it going?
This is my brother, Romello here.
It's a pleasure. I've
told
seen
you all
you
about
around
him.
the
Yeah.
streets. How you doing?
He's what's the deal? What's up?
Well, we've been thinking about this, Renato, and it won't work. We can't work with Akata. You know, you do your thing. We do our thing.
Wait. This is my brother. He's a very, very busy man.
I understand. This is not a personal thing. It is something we cannot do it without.
Hey, calm down, man. Hey, calm down, man. What's my fucking ass, man, wrong, man? Look, calm down, man. Just calm down. Okay,
I'm
Sorry. Look, my brother was under the impression that you want to do some business. Maybe we can just have a seat, have a drink, maybe sit down, have a nice little diatribe, see if we can work this out.
Well, don't take this personally, Romello. It won't work. You do your thing, I do my thing. You know, it won't work. We can't work with Akata.
Akata. What is this Akata shit?
Like American? Oh, shit. Cotton picker.
Man, that's some Egyptian privilege right there. You know what I'm saying? We probably were saying that. So Egyptian privilege. For hundreds of years, we were under their reign, as they maintained to bring us more pain. Our forefather Joseph blessed Egypt with dreams, as he saw the future and took care of Egypt's needs. Preparing food for the famine, Joseph the Hebrew was learned, but after teaching his senators wisdom, Egypt showed no concern. The new kingdom of Egypt brought us much affliction. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get a camera so that the visual can be much clearer for y'all, so y'all can see me, and not be looking like What is that thing standing right there in the middle of the screen moving from side to side? Y'all need to be able to see me. I totally understand that. Basically, I searched up an image of the Valley of the Kings because that was one of the main monuments, so to speak, that we built. That I look at that as like what y'all see right there with those pharaohs. I see that as being equivalent to Mount Rushmore because you have the different oppressors of the Israelites, and they're all sitting there, on their thrones, representing their kingdoms during their rulership. So that's just like Mount Rushmore. Once again, that's my personal opinion, but that's how I take that. They made us their slaves in a subservient position. So this is another ancient image of the Israelites being depicted on the walls of some of the ancient Egyptian monuments, so to speak. You can see the Israelites being depicted as black people. You can clearly see that these are not white folks. These are not white people. You can see the black skin. You can literally see some of them, you can see the hair. It looks like some of them may be bald. I think that's why it looks kind of light, some of them. But some of them you see dark. That's their afro. That's their hair. Clearly see the Israelites are black people. We were sick of being tired and tired of being sick because we were in hard bondage building the land in mortar and brick. They tried to cut us off, putting our male children in danger. Right. Just like America's Planned Parenthood set up by Margaret Sanger. Right. So when I said that line, I was just trying to make a parallel between, obviously, the white woman, Margaret Sanger, who, I'm going to just read it. She said, we don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. So she literally tried to erase black people as a race. That's not a myth. Because when you say these things like white people tried to end the black race, people like, calm down, calm down. Like, yeah, you might have been put in slavery, but nobody tried to end the black race. Calm down. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Margaret Sanger, she tried to portray it as, oh no, we're helping you. We love blacks. We love the blacks. We love the blacks. We love the Negroes. Blacks are our friends. My best friend is black. So the same thing she did was the same thing you read about in the Bible, where Pharaoh was trying to kill off all the ancient Israelite babies that were being born during that time. Okay, he tried to kill them all off because they understood that, look, if we kill off all of them, we can kill off the race. Yeah, that evil white woman intended to exterminate the black race. But thank God for the Hebrew midwives who feared God's face. Right, exactly. And I'm making also a parallel with that. Like, just like you had courageous Israelite women back then who stood up for their people and did not obey the Pharaoh when he said, kill all the children, all the male children. Just like that, you also have sisters during this time that are rising up, that are courageous, that are like, no, I'm not killing my baby. I love my people. I love my children. A Levite man named Amram had a son named Moses. So that when that's supposed to be Moses, as you can clearly see, Egypt rose in pride, God would use him to overthrow it. God looked upon the children of Israel. Unto us he had respect, willing to destroy all of Egypt for Israel, his elect. So now we mock oppressors who no longer boast in privilege. Between the Egyptians and Israel, God did put a difference. They said, ye are idle, ye are idle. So convinced we were inferior until our God brought plagues inside of Egypt's interior. So to see people act like that and to see them get humbled by God, I can't even imagine what that was like in ancient Egypt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the ancient Egyptian people was afraid of us. Like, it wasn't acting like that racist stuff. Like, I'm better than mine. They was like, oh, are you in this? Like, oh, yes, okay, whatever you need. All right, I can't even imagine that, bro. The Lord put a limit on the enchantments of the magicians, stealing African pride from the Kemetic Egyptians. Right, stealing African pride from the Kemetic Egyptians, right? Because we're not African. Those of us who truly know where we come from, we're not African. Okay, we are Israelites. That's what the Bible says, okay? It became clear to me, and real quick, that's what I'm about to make a point about that now. That we're not the same people. They enslaved us in Egypt, so the slave trade was just a sequel. Pause. All right. That statement, I said that because the ancient Egyptian captivity that we remember when we're celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread, that is so important because it reminds us like, oh, that was an ancient Black African race that enslaved us as another Black race. We're two different races. One is Hamitic or Kemetic, they come from Ham, and another is Shemitic, we come from Shem through the through Shem, and then all the way down to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Israel. See what I'm saying? So that is important to learn, because if you don't know that, I ain't gonna lie, you be growing up and you're not knowing that, you're gonna think like, damn, that is crazy. Like black people, why don't people sell us to white people? That's stupid as hell. Like why we just, you know what I'm saying? So they just be telling you that, you be like, damn, we just like what? You know what I'm saying? And then nah.
You guys are about to die! Please.
White nigga, please take me with you, please. I want the same outfit.
I got a chair right here, waiting for your friend, Mr. Carl Black.
I'm in the clan too. White nigga, listen to me, I'm on your side. I will take one of them sheets right now and work with you. We'll kill this nigga together.
Please don't kill us both. Just kill him. He's the reason why we even in America.
White power.
He wouldn't be on that boat if it wasn't for him.
Shut the fuck up. How you think they got here? My great-grandfather sold these niggas to you.
It's the same race of people that enslaved us during the ancient Egyptian captivity. That's the same Africans that sold us to the white man. And those same Africans act like they're better than us. I got blue borders and fringes, so no need for a dashiki. Praise Shifra and Pua, so no love for Nefertiti. Yeah, man. See, Egypt, no love for Nefertiti, man. That's important because a lot of our people, we think to be African. We want to cleave to African deities and wear Egyptian ankhs on us and all that African stuff. You actually meet real Africans. You be like, we African, my brother. And they be like, no, we are not the same people. They be telling about people. But oh no, I'm African, I'm African. And wearing these dashikis and stuff. There's nothing wrong with dashikis. I like dashikis, but that's not necessarily our culture or our heritage. What we know for sure to be our heritage is blue borders and fringes. That's for sure our heritage. That's what the scripture said. Have been mummified, while the children of Israel have been multiplied. Did you forget about Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16? It said that all thine adversaries shall go into captivity. Yep. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 4. We don't have to be afraid because salvation is from the Lord. So our oppressors and enemies will be slain dead as we celebrate the feast of unleavened bread. All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the poem. Leave a comment, leave a like. Please share, subscribe, all the above. All right. Happy Passover and happy Feast of Unleavened Bread. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. Like I said, that was my poem, basically just saying the Egyptians had a privilege that God took away from them to save and deliver us out of slavery and oppression, and he's gonna do the same thing here in this country. I'm gonna just end it there, and I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please like, share, comment, all that down below. All right, brothers and sisters. All right. Shalom, and until next time. Happy feast.